Michael from Microsoft. So basically I'm in charge for the entire Greater China region for all of the ISVs, which stands for Independent Software Vendors. So as Microsoft is a platform company, that we're taking care of a lot of different verticals and domains in this aspect. So what we're going to introduce from O2O will be mainly technology-driven, just as Steve had just mentioned. And then we're also going to talk about why and how all the technology stack would help the O2O business to move forward. So I'll be showing a lot of different case studies that we have already conducted with our partners to show that there are opportunities everywhere for all of the startups around the region. And then because I'm in charge for the entire region, so I'll be also in charge for coming in, like businesses coming into the Greater China region, and also the business coming out, like especially go to APEC or go to Japan. So that's basically my part, and my title is kind of difficult to understand, so just you can ignore that. All right, thanks. So hello everyone. So basically what I'm going to talk about is also O2O with IoT, and also with some new technology stacks and some of the technology taste to fulfill the experiences and also the contents that you can deliver to the world. Right, so I'm just gonna skip pretty much like everything because I've got way too much case studies I wanted to show you. But then this one I cannot skip because we're trying to build a top of the world platform that we can empower all of you to use technology easily and to build your platform to connect with the world, and with also serving O2O business and serving the business in the world. And so just as what Tina has just mentioned, that cloud first and mobile first will become the next generation focus mainly in this O2O world. And in the O2O world, that in the past we see like from workplace back to home, there are just as many devices as you can think of. It just Mr. Ui just had mentioned. But then nowadays there are so many other devices showing up there. But there's a question: is why are these stuff even showing up here? Are you going to use all these, or are you not going to use any of those? This is one of the big questions, is that people nowadays don't even care about each single devices anymore. They want a solution. They want a solution that actually solves the business issue. They want a solution actually solve their intent. They want a solution actually solves their whatever they've been doing. So all the devices here in this map actually didn't matter that much as it used to be. What matters the most is actually the entire system that actually connects everything all together. It's just like Dossio, they connected the hotel experiences all together. And what we want you to think about is, in the world of IoT, you want to think about what people are actually behaving. What the behaviors are that you observe are the most important thing. Not only the intent, but also what people make living, what people are living in their lives, what people are actually doing in their own leisure time, and what people are doing with everything. So here are the 4 things that we focus mainly. First one is the cloud. Everything will be built on cloud. Everything will be providing and provisioning in the cloud very soon in the future, because all of the connection and all of the solutions will be seamlessly connected. So then you will be having a seamless experiences that you don't even need to log off and log on or something like that. You are always on. Secondly is the mobility. That everyone will be using sort of like mobile devices or something that you don't even feel it exists, just like ETC or some of all those monitoring systems, or like the air conditioning here. They can feel that you are here, and that's what's most important. And then third part is the social, because people are social animals. We like to be with people, so we have to be there with all the other people. So that actually plays a very big part. Like if your friends are doing something, you will be very curious and interested, and that has to be taken into consideration. And the last part is the big data. No matter whatever O2O you've been doing, you gotta think about what are the data you'll be collecting, and what are the predictions or the future actions that you're gonna do with the data. So all these 4 elements combining all together makes a whole new era for the O2O business. So from my slides later on, they will be showing a lot of different videos, but I wanted to say that there are a whole bunch of areas, not only just these. These are just the places that we think will be having a lot of opportunities, but not only in retail, not only in pharma, not only in healthcare. You can think of all of the human behavior to be integrated into technology, and then how technology can actually help you enhance to the next level. And what's the most important part is on the top, putting people first. You gotta think about people as the orient. It's not the device that orients everything, it's the people that matters the most. So then here comes to a little diagram that we made for like some semi-IoT using scenarios and cases. Here is for the auto, and there are so many different things. Because of the time limits, I'm not going to go through with everything, so I'm going to show you with a video from one of the startup company in Paris called Autolib, and they actually make a renting machine and also a kiosk for the electrical car renting. So then on that aspect, they save the public transit issues, and also they're providing a business to the world.
Paris wanted to cut congestion, pollution, and noise, so it teamed up with dozens of surrounding cities to create Autolead and devise a simple and flexible new transportation system. Building on existing IT assets and Microsoft technologies, the Bolloré Group and IDR created an ingenious electric car sharing solution. By taking advantage of the Internet of Things, Autolead is transforming the daily commute for thousands of Parisians. The system connects cars with Autolead's things, rental kiosks, charging stations, the cloud, and a central management system. Drivers sign in at a street-side kiosk, select a plan, and minutes later, they have access to a whole fleet of cars scattered in and around Paris. And with GPS navigation and personalized settings, the in-car experience offers something almost as beautiful as Paris: free and easy parking. By tapping into data, Autolead is taking thousands of cars off the road, cutting driving costs by 90% and cutting pollution by millions of metric tons each year. Breathing easier, saving money, and spending less time in traffic. That's the Internet of Autolead's things. It's here, right now.
Okay, so basically we solved the first problem with mobility, so that people can move around easily with the technology that we have, with all of the stacks that they had, and with the kiosk, with all of the system. Everything integrated into one solution. And to solve your issue, you just by swiping your card, you get the car and you get to go. So nothing else involved here. You gotta log on or log in, or there's a lot of other procedures that you have to worry about. No, it doesn't exist anymore. It's a solution that matters the most, and also the experience. And then the next one is the pharma. People are very, very care about what pharmacy and everything interconnected. So then in the pharmacy, there are so many different objects that we're caring about. That's another startup company collaborating with the hospital as well.
Taking the world to any patient. Great River Medical Center wanted to find a way to get medications to patients more quickly. They asked Omnicell to tap into the potential of the Internet of Things to create an automated end-to-end medication management system built on Microsoft technologies and devices already in place. Great River's new solution connects their things: a pharmacy carousel, anesthesia workstations, and medication cabinets with label printers to back-end systems that manage inventory.
All right, so due to the time limits, I'm just going to show a little bit about that. So basically what I'm going to tell you about more is still the solution that matters the most, because you're going to think about what kind of scenarios here that people need, and then what kind of solution that can link people back onto. And then here are the retail solutions that we also mentioned a little bit about. So please play the video.
We live in a world of mobile technology, but it is not the device that is mobile, it is you.
We already have about 450 million fans around the world. Before we used the Microsoft Cloud, the problem was that we were communicating with people, but in just one way.
This relationship is not a one-way relationship anymore, and we have to learn from them, because in the end, the cloud belongs to people.
Through Microsoft Cloud, we will be able to get intelligent information about their likes, about their preferences, about their choices, and we'll be able to address services and offers and communications to these fans.
We are talking about serving millions and millions of people outside the stadium.
When there is a game, when there is a training, when there is a goal, our duty is to bring that information as fast as possible to the people. We're trying to give them all feeling of being at the stadium. The Microsoft Cloud gives us the scalability to communicate exactly the content that people want to see.
So that doesn't seem too retail, but that's actually as retail as we can think of, because they're also selling bunches of different souvenirs and everything outside and inside the stadium. So everything integrated into one solution, and also a startup company helped that Madrid to help to provide that solution platform. And also in the healthcare, people are also worried about their own health and other stuff. So I'm not going to show the video here because of the time limit. I'm just going to jump through the next parts that I wanted to talk about. So here are the O2O map. Also, what we're going to think about is the entire track of the layers that people are going through with the journey. For example, from the first part, you're going to plan, you're going to do the marketing, you're going to do the commerce and fulfillment, and at the end, the corporate. So all of the role connected all together is the experience and the seamless solutions that you provide to the customers. And there are so many different places that you can think of. There are all different verticals and all of the systems that you can be able to use. But then the next generation is how we can actually achieve more human. How can we be more humanity in this sense?
Be here with you today. I get the pleasure of showing you our vision for how we see intelligence. So she's telling me the Cups and Cake Spot would like to know my location for delivery, and yes, I'll share it. And would I like to track delivery? Also, yes, I'll share it. So right away, what you're seeing here is that the agent, Cortana, is actually brokering the conversation with the third-party bot, the Cups and Cake Spot. Now I see this rich card that is showing me that the cupcake is on its way and that it will be here within a few minutes. All of this is happening within my Skype chats. This is just one example of the many ways that you're going to start seeing businesses using the power of Skype and Cortana to interact with their customers. Now, since I'm already talking to Cortana and I've committed to doing this keynote, I'm going to go ahead and try to plan the rest of my trip. Please block my calendar for CODIS from April 10th through April 12th. So you saw there I used push to talk because I didn't feel like typing. And right away, the other thing you're going to notice here is that Cortana actually has context from my previous chat with Gurdeep. So even though I just told it the dates, it actually knows the location and that it's from the conversation with Gurdeep. Now Cortana is proactively thinking about the next steps in coordinating my trip. So she's actually suggesting that I connect with the Westin bot. Anybody that knows me knows I normally stay at a Westin bot. So what you see here now is Cortana has actually introduced the Westin bot into the conversation. But not only has she done that, she has given the Westin bot context, so I don't have to repeat myself. The Westin bot knows this is for Dublin and it's for those particular dates. All of this saves me a lot of time and effort. Now, there are suggested rooms. I'm going to choose the normal room.
Right, so here at the end, I just wanted to show you that the new technology could actually achieve very humanity-like bots that can help you with your O2O business and then also streamline all of the user experiences by not being very robotic. You just simply talking to your cell phone or simply talking, just like talking to an agent. And then everything in the back end will be automatically solved. And the reason why I plan it here is because later on I think Todd is going to talk about more about their solution there. And what we also want you to think about is the next steps.
Maybe 20 more seconds before you're going to start to sing.
Sure. So then in the O2O world, always remember you need to keep all the records that you have. You need to make the prediction models up for the next customer you're gonna serve, or for the customers for this one you're gonna serve later on in the future. And then later on you do that again and again to apply it and also to correct it. And then in the end you can visualize it to your boss or to your manager, then you can be easily manageable for all of the services. So for the entire O2O experiences, just as why we've mentioned, there are three key things. First of all, the solution matters the most. Second of all, you gotta predict what's gonna happen in the future for your customer, for your clients, and using the technology to actually achieve those. Third part, to be as human as possible, because people are the customer of yours. It's not gonna be the machine, it's not gonna be the bot, it's not gonna be anything else.
All right, Michael, 5 more seconds.
All right, so that's basically the share for now. Okay, thank you very much.